pasó, Rincón? ¿Qué haces?
Estaba actualizando la playlist de la radio.
Tengo un leve de resfriado.
Te escucho hecho mierda y agárrate porque no te voy a dejar aquí esta noche, bro.
No, ni de coña. O sea, yo así me tenga que inyectar heroína. Tu camita de Gales te gustó, ¿no? Está cómoda.
Sí, la cama está buena, el baño está 2-3.
Está culerón, pero no he entrado, güey. La verdad
No
me
calienta mucho la regadera y con el frío que hace aquí, pues no es buena noticia.
Así las cosas. Gales 2026, la Bestia Radio. En la cama. Estamos arrancando aquí el primer día de Focus Wales 2026, festival al que fuimos invitados por nuestra amiga Sara y nuestro amigo Olaf.
Hola.
Aquí pues bueno, es la carpa principal.
Hay una carpa de circo que es el main stage, ahí con estrellitas, lo cual me parece muy bonito, ¿no? Buena idea, porque si llueve pues está chido. Y aparte tiene onda. Yo calculo una capacidad de 600 personas. Recuerden que esto es un pueblo chiquito, o sea, de hecho ayer me estaban diciendo que es una ciudad nueva, que no tiene mucho tiempo de haberse creado, básicamente.
Ok.
Hablan galés también, lo cual es bastante coqueto e interesante.
Mira, aquí hay un edificio que está como en galés.
Exacto.
Ese es el idioma.
La policía, de hecho.
Mierda.
Es un festival como que más pequeño, comunitario. Seguro viene gente de ciudades cercanas.
Acabo de escuchar a una niña local decir "It's freezing", lo cual me preocupa, güey. Verga. Y una niña güera, salir de un edificio ahorita decir "It's freezing".
Sí, sí.
Así que bueno, esa es la situación. Estamos aquí llegando a la carpa principal donde, en teoría, nos van a dar café.
No lo veo pasar.
Para calentar este par de indigentes. Y bueno, nada.
Bueno, y seguimos aquí con la cobertura del Focus Wales. Estamos aquí en Gales con nuestro amigo Andy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
How are you, man?
Yes, very well. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Cold.
Kind of, yeah. But you gave us a nice coffee, and we are like, okay, now I'm sweating. You know, that's the way it is. It's steaming coffee. Yeah. Andy, what do you do here at the festival?
So I work for the Musicians Union, which is a trade union for musicians in the UK. So we're here as a sponsor, running some events, meeting people, going to some sessions hopefully, and hopefully meeting some members or an artist who want to join.
Yeah, we're meeting a lot of people, drinking a lot of beers, good beers in Wales, and also I'm curious about the union because I think we have in Mexico some kind of things, but not so much at the alternative scene. How the union here push the alternative scene? How do you see it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we support artists from kind of all genres, really. So kind of classical, pop, rock, alternative, kind of everything. I think, there's lots of bands and artists in the UK that are doing really well, some of them from Wales. Mm-hmm. Welsh language music in particular is really strong at the moment, which is kind of its own scene. There's a lot of challenges. I think a lot of, here in the UK, there's a real challenge with the cost of touring. So going around playing shows, going abroad, really expensive. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good stuff happening. And I'd definitely say here, the Welsh language music scene is a really strong thing in particular at the moment. It's going well.
Yeah, I see a very strong, scene of bands and artists all over the genres. But for example, if a band needs help, how you guys can help? You say to me like insurance and a lot of stuff. What exactly you guys like trying to help the artists? Yeah,
so we offer kind of a whole range of benefits and services that are for working musicians. So one strand is kind of insurance, so kind of equipment and instrument insurance to sort your gear out. Public liability insurance is a big thing here in the UK, so we offer it worldwide, but a lot of venues will ask for that to try and avoid problems if there's any sort of damage while you're doing a show. There's other kind of aspects to that that kind of cover to help you do your job and avoid problems. Loads of different aspects of legal advice, so kind of template contracts, advice on recording and publishing deals and that sort of thing. Help if you've got a problem with your work and your gigs, like if the work is cancelled or if someone doesn't pay you, all sorts of stuff like that. And then loads of other kind of general career advice and support. We do work with royalties, we do loads of work with orchestra, kind of collective bargaining agreements, a whole range of stuff. Hopefully different bits of it helpful depending on which stage of your career you're at or what area of the industry you're working in.
Yeah, cool. And it's easy for them like to apply?
Yeah, so there's no kind of requirement to join. It's open to anyone. A lot of our members are kind of part-time professionals, so they're doing music, but they're doing other things, other types of work. So that's really common. And then if you've not been a member before, you can pay £1 and you can join for 6 months for your £1. Loads of different rates as well to support kind of students or members with a disability, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully kind of open and accessible to everyone. Yeah.
Well, Andy, thank you so much. You're being so kind, and yeah, it's a great job that you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Helping people, you know.
Yeah, and it's great to be able to work with kind of artists and musicians across kind of all of different types of music and genres and stuff like that, and great to be at events like this. So yeah, really good to meet you.
Amazing. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Andy.
Yeah, great to meet you. Thanks.
Thanks.
Ajá, y seguimos aquí en la cobertura del Focus Wales, que nos está destruyendo la garganta, pero seguimos vivos y estamos aquí con Her Picture. Hola.
Hello, thank you for speaking to me.
Yeah, we are like following you everywhere to make this interview, but we finally did. We're finally doing it, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, same here.
You seem like a happy person.
I just love playing shows, so doing Way Days and Focus Wales and meeting loads of new people and seeing some old faces has been amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
But
really
there's
happy.
other things that you like to do besides music?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've always been a really keen writer, which I think everything I do filters into my music and my identity as an artist, but I'm a really keen writer. I love photography and things, so I feel like everything eventually goes into my music. But yeah, I'm a really artsy person in general. Love films.
So when it starts that? I mean, when you feel like the necessity of being an artist for you?
Gosh, I've always loved to sing, and I've always felt a connection to writing and music. I think it all kick-started for me when I was in high school, and I was in a free initiative for high school kids, and it taught them how to be in a band, how to be on stage, how to conduct yourself. I think I went through that program when I was about 16, and after that I was like, I've caught the bug. I need to keep doing this. So yeah.
There's like any artist like connects you at all, like, or push you mentally, like, okay, if they can do it, I want to do it. Like, there's some person or some artist, some bands. What motivates you?
I think right now it's Ethel Cain for me, because I'm really big into world building and storytelling, but sometimes it feels like that can be lost on modern audiences. And I think Ethel Cain does like concept work so well, but she's still really accessible to, she just did Coachella and it got an amazing reception, so she's definitely my main inspiration.
Yeah, and you're always stuck with rock, or because Her Picture, maybe some persons here didn't hear it yet, but it's kind of rock. It reminds me at all like early 2000s vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm not sure if I'm right, but why? Why that sound?
I feel like it's kind of shifting now, because I went through a rebrand at the start of the year where Her Picture became my solo project, and I think I've always been really connected to rock music. But I feel like now there's quite a lot of shoegaze influences, there's quite a lot of pop influences as well, and I think I used to describe myself as alt-rock, but it's now kind of like an umbrella of indie rock, shoegaze, that kind of vibe. But yeah, I'm a really eclectic person, I listen to so much, but rock is the main.
And you have a lot of attitude. I see you and I was really connected about your performance. So you are very like, it seems like you don't care, like that rock attitude.
Yeah.
It's always come to you since you were young, or like?
Actually, no. I think that's why I find it so cathartic being on stage, is that I was a very shy kid. Like, anyone would look at me and I would cry. Like, I just couldn't handle it. But I think that's why it's so cathartic for me, and I love performing so much, is that I get to let that little side of me out that I maybe suppressed for a long time. So yeah, I get to go wild on stage. I love it. So
yeah, you are a thing on stage. Also, you are from Scotland, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell the people how it's to live in Scotland.
I mean, it's an amazing place. There's so much culture. it's a really like kind place as well. I feel like the UK can be really, really kind to. We can be really unkind to certain demographics of people, and I think Scotland are really welcoming and really open and willing to accept anyone, and it's something I'm very, very proud of. And yeah, so about the arts, so about culture, and good politics, and yeah, you should live in Scotland, basically.
What do you recommend the most to eat in Scotland?
To eat in Scotland, oh, you need to have a chippy, and you need to have it at 3 a.m. Yeah, and you need to have it on Sucky Hall Street, I think personally, and you need to be in the taxi rank queue. That's
in the what?
In the taxi rank queue.
Okay, what is that?
It's when you're trying to get a cab home, and they're all in a big line, and you wait in a line to get the next cab.
Oh, okay. We didn't try that.
No, so you need to have a chippy in that specific environment, I think. It's a really experience.
Also, I see that people drink a lot.
Yeah, we do. We enjoy
culturally.
a pint. We enjoy a pint. We enjoy a Tennent's.
Yeah,
we enjoy a whiskey. We enjoy a whiskey.
You like to drink alcohol? Yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite drink?
I love Tennent's. It is what it is.
I think we love it that too. I think because of Tennent we don't have boys.
No, me too. Actually, I think we're in the same boat here. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we wish you the best of luck. I mean, for the people that never listen to the band, can you explain the sound of her picture?
It's cinematic, it's dramatic, there are soaring vocals, screeching guitars, and stories to tell, and it's going to make you feel something.
Yeah, it's going to make you feel something. It made me feel a lot of things to me. Put me sad.
That something could be anything as well, I'm not going to label that.
I love sad music, so para la gente que le gusta la música triste, her picture, I love it. Thank you so much for this interview. We will follow you. 3 days to make this happen.
We got there.
But we got it, and hopefully we'll see you in Mexico soon.
Yeah, would love it.
I know it's a lot of rumors, but I'm sure you will be at La Bestia soon, and we will have way even more fun than here.
Exactly, we'll manifest it. I'll see you there.
Thank you, her picture.
Estamos aquí en el festival Focus Wales con mi amigo Giorgio, que nos encontramos aquí de casualidad. So, Giorgio, I met Giorgio in Manchester at Mars Tapes. I asked him if he had any Wing cassettes because I'm looking for a Wing cassette, and he told me, no, unfortunately, no Wing cassettes right now. But I remember his face, and then we met here in Wales.
Hello. Yeah.
Random.
My name is Giorgio. I'm one of the co-directors of Sour Grapes, which is a record label in Manchester, and it was very nice to see these guys, meet them. I was like, wait a minute, I saw you the other day in the shop. And,
yes, but it was like 3 days ago or something?
Yeah. I think I was working there on Monday.
On Monday.
Yeah.
We were there on Monday, and I told Mario, so here's the only, so what's how's it said properly? The last cassette shop in the UK?
Perfect, yeah.
Last cassette shop in the UK.
Yeah, so we are dedicated to cassettes and like Walkmans, boomboxes, and we sell cassettes. We have new releases, old stuff, and it's for the cassette lovers, I guess.
So why cassettes? And specifically, only cassette shop, because I didn't see any CDs, I didn't see any vinyl. It's only cassettes.
We have some vinyls in a corner, hidden. But yeah, as we started as a label and we wanted to release bands physically, we wanted to have a physical format for the bands, and the cheapest and coolest way, I guess, was the cassettes. So Borja, one of the co-directors of the label. So it's
Giorgio, Borja,
and Alex.
Alex,
Yes. So we started and we were like, how do we release bands and like give them something physical to take to shows and like start a label, being a label other than promoters as well on the side. So yeah, Borja and his partner opened the cassette shop in 2019, I think. And then we just took over with the label a few years after, and that's how we started. And then I think the love of tape grew over time, obviously. It started as like, oh, let's try this, it's cool. And then we just found ourselves being like, oh, this is really cool. And so yeah, we're dedicated to cassettes. We have releases from new bands, labels from all over the world. it's very cool. We like it.
So how do you curate the offer of cassettes that you have? And also I saw a Mangers cassette, so I'm curious how that got there.
We have our own section for sour grapes. So Mangers were released on sour grapes. Their album was on cassette through sour grapes. But we also have bands or like artists and labels reaching out to us over email and saying like, can we stock some of the cassettes at your shop? And we're like, yeah. So we have a consignment form which they can like fill up, and then that's how we make it happen. Some people bring their own tapes straight to the shop.
So, for example, the goalie, Mangers goalie, was funded by you guys, and they send a request or something, and you guys made the tapes, and you guys sold the tapes.
Yeah. So we found the band randomly, I guess, on the internet. We really liked them. We are promoters in Manchester, so we put on a yearly festival called Melchester, and we thought they would be great to play our festival. We met them, they played, they're amazing because they're an amazing band, and we wanted to release something with them. They have a label in Mexico, I believe, so we spoke to someone and we decided to do a limited edition cassette based in Manchester and for Sour Grapes.
Amazing, Giorgio. And also Sour Grapes, you also do shows.
Yes, we put on shows. Our main venue where we have weekly shows with national, international, and local bands is called Big Hands Bar. You have
Big Hands Bar.
Big Hands Bar.
Big Hands, where Vondre will play. Okay, so that's the main venue where you do.
It's our like house place, but we put on shows all over Manchester. But I'd say home is Big Hands. It's where like lots of the bands that we work with play. Again, like local bands with international bands as part of the circuit of the DIY scene.
Amazing, I love it. And also you're hosting a Vondre show on November in Manchester at Big Hands.
Yeah, the world is small. We were saying before, the world is very small. I'm excited to see the show, even though it's a few months away. But it'll be cool when he's gonna come back and we're like, hey, we've been friends for a long time, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy because we met 3 or 4 days back in Manchester at the shop, and then Giorgio came walking. I also saw your face, and he was, I know this guy from where I know this guy, and Mario says, oh, it's Giorgio from Mars Tape. So amazing to find you here.
Yeah, it's amazing to find you guys here.
Well, and you are here with a band.
Yes. I am here with a band called Waxhead. The 4-piece drummer-fronted band from based in Manchester. They play psych punk noise. They're playing at midnight at the Parish
tonight.
Yeah. So it's gonna get loud.
Okay.
But yeah, you should check them out. Waxhead.
So at what venue?
It's called the Parish.
The Parish. Okay, yeah. So we'll be there with earplugs.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, Giorgio, thank you so much,
Thank you.
and see you soon in November.
Yeah, for sure.